Okay, let's unpack this. When you hear jump rope, you probably picture, I don't know, a simple piece of plastic or rope from your childhood, right? Maybe gym class or just skipping on the playground.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, prepare to have your mind bounce a bit. Today, we're diving headfirst into a market that's anything but simple. And the numbers are truly jaw-dropping. This humble fitness tool is actually at the heart of a multi-billion-dollar global industry.
What's genuinely fascinating here isn't just the scale, though that's impressive. It's how something so fundamental to fitness, so, universally accessible, has evolved into such a dynamic global industry. It reveals some really surprising insights into modern consumer trends, the global fitness boom, and even, well, regional economic shifts.
Right. So our mission today is to cut through the data, give you the essential nuggets, the aha moments. We're using an incredibly detailed report on the global jump ropes market as our guide.
From cognitive market research, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at its current state, where it's headed, and what kind of seismic shifts are driving this really impressive growth.
And just to give you that big picture immediately, this market generated nearly 1.9 billion US dollars in 2021.
Wow, nearly $2 billion.
Yeah, but it's not slowing down. It's actually on track to reach over $2.1 billion by 2025. And then soar to an astonishing $2.8 billion by 2033.
That's quite a projection.
It really is. This isn't a flash in the pan. This is sustained, significant growth, projected for over a decade. We're talking about a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of about 3.4% per year on average.
Okay, 3.4%.
Which, raises the big question, what's behind such consistent and growing demand for such a seemingly simple product?
Exactly, and we're going to peel back those layers as we sort of journey around the globe here. But first, let's zoom in on North America, a region that's always been a massive contributor to the fitness world.
Absolutely.
And jump ropes are definitely part of that story.
Yeah.
The market there was valued at over $700 million in 2021.
700 million, just in North America.
Yeah, and it's projected to hit nearly $1 billion by 2033. That represents a steady average annual growth rate of just under 3%, so 2.934% to be precise.
And looking closer, the U.S. market, well, as you might expect, it takes the lion's share. It's growing towards almost $800 million by 2033 at a pretty consistent 2.8% per year.
Okay, so the U.S. is the big one.
But what I find really interesting within North America is Canada.
Oh, yeah.
While it's a smaller market overall, it's actually expanding at a notably faster clip, around 3.6% annually.
Huh. 3.6%. That is higher than the U.S. rate.
It is. And that kind of differential growth, it hints at something specific, maybe beyond just general fitness adoption, perhaps a stronger embrace of like boutique fitness classes using ropes, or maybe the emergence of really vibrant online jump rope communities in Canada could be accelerating its market.
That's a great point. It shows that even in these, mature markets, there are still dynamic forces at play. Okay, moving on, let's hop across the pond to Europe, another key player. Overall, the European market is set to grow from just over $400 million in 2021.
Still a big number.
To nearly $570 million by 2033. The average growth rate there is actually quite similar to North America, around 2.9% annually.
But diving into Europe's specifics really showcases a whole spectrum of adoption rates. It's not uniform at all.
How so?
Well, Germany, for example, is experiencing really robust growth. It's aiming for over $124 million by 2033, with a strong 3.6% average annual growth. That's higher than the regional average.
Okay, Germany's strong.
The UK isn't far behind either, growing at about 3.3%.
Right.
But then you have countries like France showing a somewhat slower pace, about 2.4% annually. And Russia, well, it's showing much more modest growth, around 1.5%.
Wow, quite a range then, from 3.6% down to 1.5%.
Yeah. Exactly. And these contrasting speeds in Europe, they really highlight how things like cultural preferences, maybe economic factors, or even specific public health initiatives can dramatically influence how quickly a simple fitness tool like this gets integrates into a region's lifestyle, It's not just about product availability, but also that cultural fit.
That makes sense. And that contrast leads us perfectly to where the story gets really interesting, the Asia-Pacific region.
Hey, yes. The growth engine.
Absolutely. This is the undisputed growth engine, the area truly rewriting the rule book for the jump ropes market, it seems. This region demonstrates the fastest expansion globally. It's projected to soar from over $500 million in 2021 to well over $850 million by 2033.
Huge jump.
It is. That's the highest regional average annual growth rate, over 4.2% globally.
Indeed, Asia-Pacific's numbers are just phenomenal. China, for instance, leads the region in terms of size. Projected to reach almost $290 million by 2033, growing at a fast 4.4% per year.
Still very strong growth.
Very strong. But the absolute standout, the real headline grabber here, is India.
Okay, India.
India is showing remarkable, almost explosive growth, heading towards $133 million by 2033. And get this, it has the highest overall average annual growth rate in the entire report, over 5% per year.
Wow, over 5%. That's incredible. What's driving that, do you think?
Well, it's likely a fascinating blend of factors, right? You've got a massive youth population, a huge surge in social media fitness challenges, making jump ropes seem trendy and accessible.
Right, the viral aspect.
Exactly, and potentially government health initiatives promoting affordable exercise options. It all seems to be converging there.
You know, it makes you wonder if those viral fitness videos on platforms like TikTok or Instagram are playing a huge role here, especially for something as visually dynamic as jump rope workouts.
Yeah.
It's certainly a compelling narrative.
Definitely a factor.
Okay, now let's jump over, pun intended, to South America, another region showing strong momentum and contributing significantly. Overall, the market here is growing from nearly $100 million in 2021 to over $150 million by 2033. That's a robust average annual growth of around 3.7%. So another region outpacing North America and Europe in terms of speed.
That's right. And within South America, while Brazil leads in sheer volume, projected to reach over $55 million by 2033 at about 3.6% growth.
Okay.
Argentina really catches the eye with its growth rate. It's projected to hit over $33 million by 2033, but it's growing at an even stronger average of over 4.1% annually.
4.1% in Argentina.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, this robust expansion suggests a burgeoning interest in personal fitness solutions that are both effective and, budget-friendly, which aligns perfectly with the simplicity of a jump rope.
Absolutely. Okay, we can't forget the Middle East and Africa. The jump rope market is finding its stride there, too, showing some promising growth avenues.
It's definitely worth looking at.
The Middle East market alone is set to grow from around $88 million in 2021 to nearly $135 million by 2033. That's an average annual growth rate of about 3.6%. Again, quite strong.
And digging into those details. The UAE, which is often a hub for innovation and fitness trends in the region, shows impressive growth, projected to hit over $27 million by 2033, with an average annual growth of 4.1%.
Another 4% plus growth rate.
Exactly. And Turkey also demonstrates solid expansion, growing at nearly 4% annually as well, around $25 million projected by 2033.
Okay, so strong growth in key Middle Eastern markets. What about Africa?
Africa's market is also expanding, projected to reach over $127 million by 2033, growing at around 3.1% per year overall.
3.1%.
And within Africa, South Africa is really leading the charge. It's showing the strongest average annual growth on the continent at nearly 3.7%, heading towards $50 million by 2033.
Okay. And Nigeria?
Nigeria also shows solid growth, around 3.3% annually, projected to pass $20 million by 2033. So the strong growth we see in places like the UAE and South Africa, it really suggests a rising interest in personal fitness solutions that are relatively low cost and space efficient.
Makes sense.
It really speaks to the universal appeal, doesn't it? Fitness tools that offer both accessibility and effectiveness, especially in diverse and developing economies.
So we've journeyed around the globe. We've seen the steady giants like North America and Europe and these explosive growth engines, particularly in Asia Pacific. Now, let's try and weave these threads together. Let's ask, what fundamental forces are orchestrating this, global jump rope renaissance?
Good question.
Beyond just the fascinating numbers and the regional breakdowns, what's truly fueling this global boom? The report highlights some pretty consistent overarching themes.
Absolutely. I mean, the first major driver is just the undeniable global fitness boom. It seems obvious, but it's real. There's a general pervasive increase in health awareness. People everywhere are just becoming more conscious about staying active and healthy.
Yeah, that feels true.
And the pandemic certainly amplified the second factor, this massive shift towards home workout trends.
For sure.
When gyms closed, people scrambled for effective minimal equipment solutions. And a jump rope is, the perfect example, isn't it?
High-intensity cardio, tiny bit of space.
Exactly. High-intensity cardio with just a few feet of space.
And the third driver.
The third one is its role in sports training. Jump ropes are just foundational tools. They're used in a huge variety of sports. Think boxing, cross-training, basketball, martial arts.
Right, agility, coordination.
Precisely. They're essential for athletes and enthusiasts alike, valued for improving coordination, agility, and of course, cardiovascular endurance.
Okay, so those are the big three. General fitness boom, home workouts, and sports training.
Pretty much. And this raises an important question, maybe for you, our listener. Have you noticed this yourself? More people picking up jump ropes, maybe in your local gym, if it's open, or the park, or definitely in online workout videos.
I certainly have.
These drivers tell us that convenience, affordability, and effectiveness are just incredibly powerful forces in the fitness market. A jump rope ticks all those boxes. High-intensity workout, minimal equipment, minimal space. But, it's not just about the basics anymore. We're seeing an evolution, which I think is key to this boom. Ah, okay. Like what? Think about smart jump ropes now. With app integration, tracking your jumps, calories burned.
Right, the tech integration.
Yeah, and the gamification of fitness challenges using these ropes. Plus, influencer-led trends online making skipping look cool again, showing advanced tricks. These specific innovations, building on the basics, are arguably what truly catapulted a simple schoolyard toy into this multi-billion-dollar industry we see today.
That's a fantastic point. It's the combination of the simple, effective core product with these modern layers. So there you have it, a surprisingly dynamic, complex market for something as seemingly straightforward as a jump rope.
It really is.
It's a testament, isn't it, to how even the simplest tools can become economic powerhouses when they tap into broader societal trends and, as you said, cleverly incorporate modern innovations. We've seen a nearly $2 billion market back in 2021, projected to hit almost $3 billion by 2033. That's huge.
It's huge numbers.
And we've learned that growth isn't uniform. Asia-Pacific, parts of South America, the Middle East. They're experiencing particularly rapid expansion, fueled by unique regional factors, it seems, while North America and Europe show that steady, more moderate growth. And it all connects back to those key drivers, the global fitness boom, the rise of home workouts, its enduring utility in sports training, but now enhanced by technology and social trends.
Exactly. This deep dive really offers you, the listener, a snapshot. A snapshot into how global health consciousness and practical, often simple, fitness solutions are shaping markets worldwide. It illustrates that innovation isn't always about complex, high-tech gadgets. Sometimes it's about re-embracing the fundamentals, adding that modern twist and making them incredibly relevant for today's lifestyles. The jump rope is just a prime example of this enduring power and adaptability.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a simple jump rope, enhanced a bit, can generate billions in revenue and show such impressive growth, especially with smart features and community building wrapped around it, what other simple items around us are silently fueling massive global industries that we maybe rarely stop to think about?
Exactly. That's the provocative thought, right? It prompts us to consider what other historically simple tools or practices might be on the cusp of a similar resurgence. Or maybe they're already quietly booming, powered by these current lifestyle shifts and this renewed focus on accessible well-being that genuinely impacts our daily lives. It's a fascinating thought to take with you, especially perhaps the next time you see someone skipping rope.